This is the Rock Station 100.9 Solid FM, and your time is 8 minutes gone past the hour of 8 p.m. today, the very last day in the month of November 2020. How are you doing so far? I hope you've had good days, very good days in the month of November. November for some people have been a roller coaster. It's been this, it's been that, it's been here, it's been there. But all the same, we are grateful that we're alive. Same cannot be said for 48 farmers or 43 farmers killed by Boko Haram. The figures are conflicting as usual. We hear it's 117, some people say it's 40, some people say 43. Nigerian figures never tally. Never tally. In fact, 3 in Nigeria is 30, 2 is 25. That's how things run in this great country, Nigeria. So what actual number of people died? Well, to me, it doesn't matter. What matters is that the Boko Haram insurgency has gone on way too long. We need to take it serious. That was a conversation we had this morning on Viewpoint on Mondays, and we had a very good talk this morning. Okay, and this evening it's not going to be doom and gloom. Let's talk about things that also interest us. We're just getting back from work. And if you listen to Adam's Bar, you know that this show is about men. When we get back from work, we just want to relax before we head home and hang out with our friends. And I have 2 of my 3 friends in the building right now. I have Onyembo, who is looking very, very young for his age. You know, it's not easy to be 60 claiming 35. You're welcome to the show. Onyembo, how you doing?
Good evening, listeners. Welcome to Adam's Bar.
Is all well?
Yes, all is well.
Onyembo is broke. When you're broke, you start talking slowly, you know. You become very humble. That's how it is.
I'm learning to be a big man.
You're learning to be a big man.
And you have good noise. After introduction, Onyembo, did you introduce?
I'm about to introduce.
Vista. Okay, but why did Onyembo take too long?
No, I don't know. He's broke.
The introduction.
He's broke today. He's broke today.
And
Ebube in the building. Ebube Vista.
Ebube in the building. And of course, the honorable
DJ Good Noise.
Wow.
DJ Good Noise.
Honorable DJ Good Noise.
Honorable Doctor.
DJ Good Noise.
Matrimony ended. Where marriage ended. I am the beginning and the end.
But let me ask you a question, Good Noise. Jesus!
Forget that.
No. Is it actually your title?
Of Okana.
Okana na.
Okana.
Abi na Ike.
You say that you put me in trouble.
Abi Ike Okana.
Ike Okana.
Once you put Ike Okana, you guys will end up putting me in trouble.
But goodness, I want you to confidently look. You have been representing your community for way too long, and we cannot give. You cannot be here and not give you a title. You are our guy.
No, I am simply Good Noise. Yeah. If you do Onwa will take away my business.
Okay.
Onwa will take away my business.
All right.
And people will forget.
Good Noise, camera saw you.
Camera saw you.
Is that why you should be jealous?
He was grabbing. He was grabbing.
You grabbed.
Good Noise, welcome to the house.
No,
welcome to the house.
We're doing Abule.
You grabbed.
Oh, I'm tight.
Good Noise.
Oh, I'm JJ.
Good Noise, let me ask you a question. Yes. Do you ever sing romantic songs to your wife?
With this kind of voice, he was for saying that. My wife knows that I make good noise,
but
even when I snore, she still end up telling everybody that I still make good noise.
So
between snoring and my voice, which one do you prefer?
I don't know. I think the only thing you can sing will be what's this guy's name that had the gruff voice? I forgot his name. You know, I see skies in the blue. That's the kind of thing you can sing for your wife.
Armstrong.
Yeah.
Armstrong, Louis Armstrong. Yes.
But at least my voice is better than Wike's own. There's some Wicked.
But Wike is not. It's not making an attempt on singing.
It's not.
It's not making an attempt.
But his voice is something else. I don't even know how Rivers get to hear that man.
No, we know him very. He's our brother.
Where Anambra people understand Peter.
Let's not go to Anambra. No. Please, okay, Good Noise, have a seat. Now, please. Whatever we do today, hold on. I'll switch off the mic. Now, let's try one Monday in our life. One Monday where we do not tempt Ebube into talking about.
Simon, should I ask you a question?
No.
Let me ask this question. You said something. Let me ask you a question. Can a hand cover the sun? Just if you can answer this.
God will punish you.
Sammy. So one thing with Anambra is that even when you don't want to talk about Anambra, but since you are talking about good standards, there is somewhere, there's Anambra somewhere for you to compare with. You can't compare with nothing.
And I'm from Anambra somehow.
I know you're from
Anambra. His mother is from Anambra.
Yes.
It's our son, you know.
God will deal with
if more people decide to deal with him, we will take him. Yes.
They are dealing with him. They are dealing with him. All right, welcome, guys. The house is complete, and it's 13 minutes gone into the hour of 8 p.m. This is the last day in the month of November 2020, and tomorrow will be the 1st of December,
and the beginning of my season,
and the beginning of your season, and the beginning.
Good news is, in fact, this period now you should be paying tax whenever you come to this place. You pay tithes.
Good noise. Don't look lost. We are saying
as
something.
if you don't know what we are saying.
You don't know what we are saying. It's your season. It's your season.
Let's talk about like Onyembo, who is a monkey man on a Monday morning. You understand? You know.
Are you saying that he's an alien?
Not an alien.
Englishman in New York.
Do you know people? When we were growing up, you know how we normally call people early men.
Early man, okay.
Onyembo is an early man.
Oh, I feel you.
How?
All right, gentlemen. 43 farmers were killed by Boko Haram in Borno State.
110.
They say it's 200. I said Nigeria.
I believe the white people more than my own people.
No, Sammy, what the UN said is 110.
Is that insane?
Are you implying that we cannot count?
No, we can count, but we have a mischievous way of subtracting figures.
No.
When it comes to death.
Shot live bullets. We shot bullets. You know.
Okay.
Sammy, have you forgotten the calculator additional? Who was calculating the number of people that died during Goodluck Jonathan's regime and the number of people that died in Buhari's regime? I think his calculator this period is failing him because
I think politicians' calculators don't have plus; it only has minus.
The presidency has not replied Satan or Sokoto in his own letter. If it is scanned now, the next minute they are right.
No. I thought Uncle Lai said something.
About what?
Nobody has replied that man. Nobody has replied.
But they will not reply. Now, you know, see.
But what the Sultan said, it's dangerous.
Power pass.
Power, exactly. So, but you know that there is an extent to which you stop playing the ostrich. There's an extent to which you stop being deceitful to yourself and being hypocritical. You understand? You know the North.
But the Sultan has always been vocal, but he has not been as vocal as SLS.
Yes.
Sanusi Lamido.
Yes.
He's always been vocal, but not.
I'm still wondering why the presidency has not replied him.
Onyembo, I just replied you. Power, pass, power. Yes. When someone
don't even expect the presidency to reply. They will not reply him. They will reply him.
If it's Obasanjo, they can reply.
Yes, they will not reply him.
The Sultan is non-replyable.
But Sammy, you know, with these governments, I've seen Nigerians lost the power of empathy. You know,
that's what we're saying.
These days, they will report killing, and you see some people write on Facebook, no, it's fake news. You know, and you know why people are replying that because of what happened during NSAS.
Yes.
You know, when the government we are talking about photoshopping, fake news, and all that. You know. So, but in a
certain leader, I remember he was being asked during his election campaign that did actually anything happen with Gandola, and he said he doesn't understand how people use technology these days. That's all I can say.
Did you say a certain leader?
Yes, a certain. That's all. Listen. Listen. That's all I can say.
What's that mean?
That is all I can.
Okay, don't want me to buttress it.
Don't buttress anything.
Okay. Let me see. Let me stay with the 110 farmers that were beheaded.
Yes.
You know one thing about hypocrisy, and one thing about not being truthful is that. Or applauding injustice or being silent in the face of injustice, that it has a way of coming around, you know. It has a way of getting to everybody. Somebody said, and I think it's Aisha Yusuf, he said, we are yesterday's survivors. You know, we are today's survivors. Are yesterday. You know, today's how do you even put it? He said all of us that are living today as yesterday's survivor. So you are not sure if you are going to be tomorrow's survivor. You understand? Because it has a war of going around. Yeah. So for far too long, the North had kept silence about the happenings in the country. They always think that whenever you talk about the Buhari administration, you're talking about taking away the shots the northern people have at power. I understand that they always think that anytime you criticize President Buhari, you are criticizing the North. You are criticizing one of their own. I remember this guy Adamu
Shehu.
Not Shehu, no. Adamu, it's
the
not
one that the
Garuba. Adamu Garuba, a young man, when in 2015, is it 2015? No, 2018. I saw the guy was trying to become the president of Nigeria. He was everywhere, and I was like, man, wow. It seemed that it's one young northerner that has sense. That has sense, actually. So that was what I thought. So, and I kept following him. I kept following this guy. The guy was turning out so many policies and all that, as if he's someone that came prepared. But mid into the campaign, first of all, he collapsed his campaign to Buhari's campaign. That's not an issue for me. Then later, his utterances as regards the North. You remember during the NSAS protest, he spoke elaborately in Hausa, telling the North that this thing that these people are doing is against it's an attempt to remove one of their own, that they should protect one of their own at all costs, right? That has been the Arewa, or because we call them on Twitter, we call them Arewa Twitter. That has been their position, trying to protect the presidency at all costs, thinking that criticizing the presidency is a way of taking away the
but the honest truth is that they are suffering even more than
that's where Sammy, that's where I'm going to.
Hold on.
Wait.
He disagrees.
Now, I know what Oyembo want to say, but before he says that, let me finish. I know what you want to say.
Yeah.
See, now it now gets to everybody. Can you still remember that even in Daura, at a time, the Daura chief, what we call Igwe here,
was kidnapped. And
so if president's chief, imagine if I'm a president and my Igwe was kidnapped, if I can't protect my Igwe, then who am I going to protect? Now, everything the thing is going around. Look at the northern politicians. Most of them are all of them, not most, are in Abuja.
Yeah, I read somewhere that the Yobe governor spends 3 days in Yobe State.
Yes, that's the thing. And the thing is coming down now to the Talakawas. That's where what they are afraid of will happen. The revolution they're afraid of. Because it's coming down to the Talakawas. If a laborer now cannot go to the farm, you understand, to farm again and get money for himself or probably get food, now he now stays indoors. He doesn't have any other means of survival other than all he knows in his life is farming, and he cannot even farm again. But what do I even know? The presidency today now said that the farmers didn't take permission before going to that place. They were not permitted.
Please. All I know is that northern Nigeria is safe. Nothing is happening there. Buhari is the best thing that has happened to them. Please leave them alone. Please,
they are not them. We are one nation. We are one country. Okay, we are together.
They are not complaining now.
They are complaining through us.
No. We did answers. We say police brutality. They say no. There's nothing like police brutality that we want to unseat the president. Come on.
Anyways,
Northern Nigeria is peaceful.
We are still watching and seeing. But this one I heard that the Buhari's administration. Why I said slain farmers ought to have obtained clearance from military, and this was said by no one else but the senior special assistant to the president
of man that likes firing blanks
publicity, Garba Shehu, says Borno State is a military zone, hence his reason for saying that 43 slain rice farmers ought to have obtained clearance from the military before heading to the farmland where they were killed. He said this in a series of tweets while reacting to the outrage that his interview with BBC had generated. So if they had obtained permission from the military, then they would have not had their throats
funny enough, in that his tweet, he was trying to explain that before that incident, before you move around, even as
a citizen,
a citizen, even as a foreigner, like the international organization that are helping the displaced people in the north, before they will move, that the military will give them permission on the direction to go to avoid Boko Haram.
Yeah.
That is the practice there. That's what he's trying to say. That has been the practice in the north.
So the farmers themselves.
So they didn't inform the military that they want to go to their farm. Perhaps their fate.
Sammy.
Hey boy, I hate you so much today.
But Sammy, that statement alone,
they call it pregnant with meaning.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's leave that issue first. Let's leave that.
No, but Sammy, there's an important part. I don't want to.
There's a bigger story that is bigger than.
Are you sure what I'm trying to say
is not as important as what you're practicing?
Sammy, can I just say this thing? I'm not. No, I will not be. Sammy, I will not be cynical. I won't be cynical, and I won't be satanic.
I want to tell you that what I want to say now is more important than anything you want to say.
Sammy,
the governor of Kogi State says he's under pressure
to go to toilet.
I hate when you cut me when I'm talking. I'll finish my statement. The governor of Kogi State, the great governor, says
the youngest governor.
The youngest governor says
under pressure.
It's a youth. It's youth o'clock.
Yes, he's under pressure
to come to Enugu Marathon.
Gentlemen, I want you to take this serious. A man is under pressure.
Sammy, it depends on what he's under pressure to do.
He's under pressure.
He
can be under pressure to go to toilet. You know when you are pressed. You understand?
We are talking about a man who has seen a vision that his future is tied to the rock.
Sammy, when you have Sammy, when you have malaria, there are plenty visions you have, and a hungry man also has visions.
Excuse me.
It depends from the perspective his vision is coming.
Are you trying to say the youngest governor has malaria and is hungry?
Sammy,
I quote you today?
Sammy, I wouldn't say he's hungry, but I probably would say maybe he has malaria. You understand? And he needs to be treated first, so that his vision becomes clearer, because he might be under pressure to either go to Sambisa.
Sam, you know one thing you need to understand about underdiagnosed ill health. It has many symptoms.
Oh yeah, but your own is even worse.
And Sammy, have you heard about what a particular sickness called schizophrenia? It's a mental illness, schizophrenia.
Yes. Come on, guys.
I just talking about madness.
No, they don't call it madness. It's not madness. You know when you mix up. Let me explain. When you mix up realities, you understand? You might like here I am now. I might just stand up and say, no, I'm sitting on top of ocean, or I'll say, oh, I'm in heaven I'm touching God. I'll be touching you. I'll be say, this is God. I'm touching God, and I'll be telling Spasam, can't you say I'm with God?
This is not fair. This is not fair.
So this disease doesn't know who is the governor
gentlemen
and the common man.
Gentlemen, this is not fair.
Undiagnosed ill health.
Sammy, this you think that we are joking? I'm telling you, we are not joking.
When you pin the what is wrong with you, you can now say, okay. I don't know if you understand.
But I think Sammy feels that we are joking. This is a serious concern. I'm telling you.
He says somebody is running.
No, gentlemen.
We are giving.
Gentlemen.
It's running high.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Was running temperature
or running stomach?
Was I wrong to have given you an information? I said a governor said he's under pressure to run.
Sammy,
to run fever or what? I don't want high blood pressure or what?
But you guys are very.
No, Sammy.
The great youngest governor in Nigeria. He said he's under pressure to run for this. Maybe is that what I wanted to say? These guys are now saying,
Sammy. No, if you mean presidency, and if he also means presidency, maybe the presidency has been turned to a theater of comics.
Let's move on to another story. I'm not happy with you, gentlemen. Your fellow youths wants to run for this thing.
The bar has been buried. That was why he wants to run.
Is he a youth or a loot? What do you mean? Is he youth or loot? They sound alike.
I never pray to be your enemy. I swear down.
Sorry, let's go to a serious matter.
Alleged fraud. The federal government has rearranged the man who said, "Who is the presidency?" The SGF.
You know, Sammy,
the great grass cutter.
Exactly. You didn't actually address him with his proper title, and I wanted to correct you.
The grass cutter,
the grass cutter in chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Gentlemen, he did not actually cut grass with that amount of money. We have We have
another minister want to cut grass with it's 1 million.
1 million.
Hey, gentlemen,
Sammy,
Nigerian grass
Sammy, I have
is
to.
expensive.
Sammy, I have to change my profession to grass cutter.
See, everybody, you have been wasting. You are going around passing the different kind of grass. You did not even have the talent. Somebody wants to cut grass in what Abuja Stadium.
Sammy,
with how much?
Sammy.
You have been passing grass and say you're going to do your work all over Nigeria.
Sammy.
How many grasses did you pass?
Sammy, Rema has hit me now. Rema has hit me. I can feel it.
Gentlemen.
Because maybe I'm called to cut grass and I'm here talking nonsense. Because if someone cuts grass with $200 million, million naira, and another person is requesting for 81 million to cut a grass that is inside the stadium. If you go to the cathedral, that's that's great stadium here. You at least you see the size.
Gentlemen.
If you take me 81 million to cut that, I will tell you I will cut Sambisa. I will cut Sambisa.
Ebube, listen to me. That grass is a presidential grass.
And that grass might be
the way they cut that grass, don't cut it with knife. They cut it with scissors. You understand?
Do you know why
they
that grass
they have to nip it. They don't cut it. They nip the grass.
Sammy, so Sammy, if you tell me,
do you know why that grass costs that much?
Yes, tell us.
It is synthetic grass.
Okay.
To cut the grass
with the name
synthetic. Yeah.
Is it enough? Not enough. To reach that million.
Good noise. If you give me 81 million naira, if you give me 81 million naira to cut grass, I might even use my teeth to cut it.
Good noise. Do you cut
I'm actually telling you.
Good noise.
No, I will use my teeth.
Excuse me.
Oh my God.
Good noise is the worst person in all of us here. If you don't understand his code, who cuts synthetic grass?
Nah, you catch my drift.
Good noise. I caught your drift like 10 minutes after you said it. I say what? But it's true. That grass, maybe half of the pitch is real grass.
Yes.
The other half is synthetic grass. Guys, think about it.
No. Put it this way. It is SS. Systematic synthetic grass.
Then how much does the governor of Enugu State use to cut the grass in Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium? We need to probe this thing. It might be 500 million.
To probe the governor?
Sammy, you know.
Oyengbo is looking at me.
Sammy,
if a minister could tell you that he's going to cut grass off a national stadium, then the other stadiums, how much did the governor cut the grass? And it's synthetic grass, the one that you roll, you fold the grass, but you want to cut it for 81.
It's just that.
The same stadium they want to cut the grass a forest.
It's just that.
But I think that is. But gentlemen, it is possible that the grass they want to cut is not the grass in the stadium. It might be the grass around the complex. Because I've been to Abuja Stadium and it's big.
Sammy,
and listen.
Sammy,
81 million.
Listen to me. How much is 1 million? It's nothing.
1 million is like 100,000.
Do you know the people that are going to cut this grass? They're coming from Dubai.
Sammy, do you know I can resign my job to cut that grass?
Gentlemen,
that grass that you're talking about.
When you cut it for 6 months and you make 81 million.
Sammy,
it's a good business.
And Sammy, look at my charges. I will trek if they want. They do not even give me vehicle. I will trek from here to Abuja. Go and cut the grass. Resign my job and go and cut that grass.
Gentlemen, it's official. The people are coming from the UK to cut that grass.
Okay, they cut the grass cutters.
If you cut the grass like that, Manchester United will come and play in your stadium. That is the prerequisite.
But Sammy, it's just that they made a mistake of not naming it elephant grass. So what do you think?
Oh God, the president has ordered the military to go and deal with Boko Haram from the northeast. The president has ordered the military to rout out.
For how many times?
Sammy.
Let me finish what I hate this. You people are very rude.
Sorry.
Somebody trying to make a point.
How would you say that?
Because I also have what the minister for information said. Finish this one. Let me reply you with
No, don't even
I'm
go
angry.
there.
I'm not angry.
Did you know what? Oh my God.
No, let's first finish what
I'm
he
not.
said.
I'm not finishing anything. I'm not finished saying what I want to say. You people are making fun of what I'm saying.
Super Sam.
Is it your president that says?
Let him say what Uncle Lai.
There's what you said presidency and Uncle Lai said something else. Because the man at the NCDC said that I cannot say something now and my oga at the top will say something else. Now the president, who is our guy at the top, says something else. And the minister said that Boko Haram not defeated. Nigeria at the mercy of terrorists.
No. You can't say that. It's a lie.
He said it.
The minister, the minister has said, and I quote, that Boko Haram has been technically defeated.
No, the minister is saying today.
How many ministers do we have here?
We have one now, but with the dynamics of things, now 110 people we are caught, we are killed. He has to face the reality now.
And he said we are the
so there's nothing like technicality. This government loves technicality, even in court. And
you have already said your own. The one that off me.
Which one?
Same our minister came out to tell us that the reason why they cannot fight Boko Haram because they are starved of
weapon. Yes.
Who is starved? The military.
No, for the MG is starved of weapon.
Oh, they have eaten all the weapons, so now they are starved of it.
Sorry,
you people should understand English. Listen.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay. They are hungry for.
They are hungry for.
You mean they wasted the weapon at Lekki Tollgate and they don't have any other?
Did I follow and say that?
Bullet.
That wasn't live bullet. They shot. It was a bullet. Air bullet.
Who knows? I don't like what you are doing.
No, it was
I don't like what you are doing.
You people's sarcastic nature can cause the generator in this radio station to finish its diesel. Hey,
Sammy, do you know that there's a time you keep lying and you don't you even forget that you're a human being? I'm telling you. This government taught me that you can actually say anything
and get away with it.
Yeah, exactly. I can decide now and say that I'm no longer a human being.
But
yes,
but let's
in a country where important people are not even afraid of when you look at the white people, once there is a little crisis like that, someone resigns.
No.
A little crisis. Why will you someone gets promoted?
Why will you resign when the sole motivation of getting at power is hunger and greed?
Gentlemen,
with hunger and greed,
with all the things you're saying against our minister has been hardworking. This week alone or last week he was fighting CNN. This week he's fighting military.
He sounds a fool.
The man is working hard.
No.
Please.
Even with it, he's still fighting, demanding apology.
We'll be waiting
from UK.
We'll be waiting for his reply to Peter B tomorrow. Peter was on.
Peter B has said something.
There was an arrest.
But okay, he also responded to the UK who said sanctions and all that stuff.
It was on Arrest TV today to analyze the current recession and why we were where we were.
Why we are where we were.
People saying that the recession will even end.
We're waiting for him in the morning to reply him.
No, the man is earning his pay. Anyway, the president has ordered the military to rout out Boko Haram from northeast. If you will remember with me, 2015 in the president's inaugural speech, he said,
Sammy, before
I hate talking and you people Sammy,
I have a question. I want to before he talked about routing the terrorists. Did he face a fall? Express shock. You always express shock. That should be the first thing. You can say I express shock for what happened.
Ebube, let me tell you. He has stopped expressing shock since the national grid failed.
There's nothing. Nothing shocks him anymore.
There's
no light to shock him.
Let's get Mikano now. Let's get Mikano and turn it on.
The president has not. I noticed that he was not shocked anymore, and then condemned the action. So anyway, the military has been ordered to rout out Boko Haram from the northeast, and Boko Haram is saying to themselves, because I remember 2015 inaugural speech, the president had ordered the military heads to relocate to the northeast. So far they have been in the northeast, but they have not routed.
I'm even surprised. All of those chief military men have not even resigned.
No, they are not resigning.
I know why they have not resigned, but I won't say it here.
Don't say it.
I know why.
Let me tell you one thing. When the massacre happened in Kaduna, El Zazaki saga with the Kaduna state government and the military and what have you. After that incident, a lot of people lied about the number of people that died. Government said XYZ number died. El Zazaki is saying bigger number died and all what. At the end of the day, some of the dead body were unearthed. And it's fell out that military said they were throwing they say
They were throwing rocks.
They were attacked. That the armless El Zazaki people attacked them and they opened fire and killed them. Nothing happened, Super Sam. The next week or the next 2 weeks after that incident, the whole service chiefs were recommended for another tenure. Basically, they were compensated for that action and many other.
It's a job well done.
You know, understand? So
it's a job well done.
So now, I'm still insisting that the northern Nigeria is peaceful. Please don't disturb their peace. Leave them alone. Please.
Hey, Borno State Governor is not having it easy at all. It's not a good time to be governor of that state at all. Seriously.
Let's even remind the listeners and our brothers in the north. You know, when this thing started with Limo the Sheriff, when he was desperate to be governor, he recruited his people and they executed the election for him, and with all the promises, it was alleged that he made them and he never fulfilled, and they broke out and formed a parallel government, which is what Nigeria is suffering till today. Let that also remind our brothers in Kano, the people promoting Hishba, the police that seems more superior than the Nigerian police, the police that gives order to radio stations.
Our next listen with
leave Hishba, please. They are an institution.
So that's what I'm saying.
They are an institution. They decide what the color of their days. Yes. We want our Friday to be black. Good. They don't like it to be black. Please,
you know that
color your Friday the way you want to color it.
Let that also remind the people of Kano State and every other person that is currently doing Hishba that this is the same, because I feel the governor is trying to clean up his image, so he's now tilting towards ethnic and the core religion.
Which governor are we talking about?
The Kano State governor.
The dollar man.
Yes. Leave him now. It was not dollar.
And dollar now has increased. You know. I wonder what the worth of the dollar he has in his Babariga will be now.
He doesn't have any dollar. I speak for him. I put my hand there.
Yeah.
There's no dollar.
I support you.
I put my hand there. The governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, says policemen who should be fighting bandits are carrying bags for VIPs' wives.
El-Rufai, good morning.
The police are not supposed to fight wars now. Come on.
No, he said that
they are there to protect and serve civilians.
He said the people who should be fighting criminal elements in the country are involved in non-police duties like carrying the bags of the wives of very important personalities. That's what he says.
Sammy.
And he also says in 2023 he will support the return of power to the South. Which part of the South are we talking about?
Sammy, let me talk about the first one, the police carrying bags or protecting the VIPs. It is an evidence. It's an evidence to the fact that the leadership of the country, I'm not even talking about Buhari now. I'm talking about the leadership of the country from inception has failed, because they failed to protect the ordinary man, and they are now afraid what the ordinary man might turn into. So they now took half of the population of the police force to protect themselves. The other day I was thinking aloud and was like, if the average Nigerian is protected by the security, you understand, then the VIPs have no fear. They don't even need to be going about with police. They can even be taking public transport if they want, right?
Like President-elect Joe Biden, who took the train
from Delaware to Washington.
To Washington,
you know. So if everywhere is, even our governors, when they go to the US or UK, you see them. I saw Ibaz the other time. He was standing in a train. Because he couldn't even get a seat.
Now there's a difference between gentlemen. Please, when you talk, be respectful of authority. They can't enter trains in Nigeria. The last time the train move from Kaduna to Abuja. He stopped at 2 a.m. in the morning, in the middle of nowhere.
I didn't tell. I'm not saying that Governor Bazu will follow the money.
train.
The moribund train that Nigeria is
a train from Abuja to Kaduna.
Say it well. The moribund train that His Excellency, the Minister of Transport.
You mean the Lion of Ubioma?
The Lion of Ubioma.
The man that has turned Igbo overnight, who wears the shago even when he's sleeping. He now wears the shago and
Today's sarcasm is killing me. It's giving me a headache.
We need to respect, just like you rightly said. We need to respect.
If we are talking about an individual, you need to describe, because perhaps the other person doesn't know the person we are talking about, but because of his shago, maybe he might know the person.
He was not the one that caused the train to stop at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Sammy, a man who went to China, who traveled to China, you understand, to talk with the Chinese company to come and invest in Nigeria, you understand, and help Nigeria to reduce the cost of buying those trains. And he now brought those trains, and within a space of 6 months,
the train has broke down for 3 times.
Exactly, inside the bush.
Inside the bush.
And meanwhile, when he went to China, there's a train he entered.
No, that
he didn't request that they send him that particular one.
No, it was a Chinese train. Listen, you cannot be thinking. You people,
let me ask them. The train that stopped in the bush is still on track. Abi?
It's on track.
It's on track.
So why you
didn't derail?
Good noise. Good noise. You prepared yourself today. Are you saying that the government
is on track?
Is on track. Oh God!
How do you want me to?
Gentlemen, I don't know what you all drank today, but government should not be listening to this. No.
No, but Sammy,
this is sobbing on another level. You know.
But Sammy, when you have when you know something that is good, you do it now. How can you go to China and enter a speed train that will compress a 12-hour journey into 2 hours?
Well, I think the train was too heavy. There were too many people inside, so it was slow. I'm always trying to give excuses for
Sammy.
Our inefficiency.
Sammy, this is what I say. If I hear that you are lynched in any of Nigerian streets, I won't be surprised.
I am preparing myself to be a media aid to
run.
Excuse me, I'm not running anywhere.
You run away now.
The one that senior me is running. You know. All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The show is not over. It's time to play good music right here on Adams Bar. When we get back from DJ Good Noises wonderful music mix, we'll be having the main topic of today, and it's really interesting. Don't touch it. I'll be right back.